Hi everyone, how are you doing? So, we knew this would come around again because compulsive liars will always get reminded of their past. They will never truly get away with it. Now, people like Meghan, well, should we call them narcissist nincompoops, let's say, um, they do tend to deflect a lot, blame everybody else, never take accountability, and it's really quite sad. You do have to pity them. And it's always best to ignore them when they try to bait you. Now, sadly, if you work for the likes of Meghan Markle, you're in a bit of poop, basically, because she will make you sign an NDA that in the UK would be classed as illegal. Now, I don't know what the law is out of, blah, 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 I can't talk today, over in America, but I'd like to think it's the same or similar to the UK. If you're making your staff sign an NDA, it's not designed to violate their rights when they're working for you. It's not designed to shut them up from exposing what their boss is doing to them behind closed doors. Now, I don't know how Meghan's got away with all this bullying so far, but I'm sure if this was happening in the UK like it did before, now I know there was arguments about the royal family and their NDAs on staff. I'm still a bit miffed at that. I don't know why they didn't let them talk, but we won't argue about that today. I haven't got the time or the energy. We'll do that tomorrow maybe. Uh, but I do think that if the right judge was onto this, whether in the UK or the US, I think she could find herself in a lot of trouble. And just remember, she still hasn't gone for Mr. Valentine Lowe, has she? So that really tells us everything we need to know. And the likes of Meghan Markle, like we've know, I know I keep saying it, but she's got away with it for so long. But narcissists do, don't they? And they're useful idiots. They'll target every Tom, Dick, Harry, and Mavis until they achieve their ultimate goal, whatever that is. I do feel very sorry for anyone that has to work for Meghan Markle. In fact, I'd advise them not to. And considering all this evidence coming out about Meghan, her flying monkeys still believe everything she says as gospel. That's rather alarming. Haven't their parents ever taught them that there's two sides of a story? Is she that convincing? Obviously, she is that convincing that they believe her over the truth. That's quite alarming, isn't it? Yet she hasn't shed one bit of evidence to back up anything that she's said or accused whoever of. So something to think about there, Meghan A. Now, more injustice in the UK. We'll hop over that now. So, example of two-tier justice system in the UK. Oh dear. I'm going to have to think of a new name for the United Kingdom because it certainly is not the United Kingdom. We have Hugh Edwards on the left, former TV presenter, has got away with just 6 months suspended. Oh God, you couldn't make it up, could you? For being a P, for looking and being involved in things to do with underage children. And then on the right, there's a guy who's been jailed for protesting against the likes of Hugh Edwards and the two-tiered policing and the two-tiered justice system. So what the justice system is doing all the time is proving this person on the right correct every single time. Can we please get some common sense back into Britain? Because this is just bonkers. The whole situation is absolutely bonkers. They're releasing people early from prison. And if you notice, every single one of them that's come out, oh yeah, I'm going to vote for Labour now. Yeah, well played, Starmer. Well played. You get the left, people on the left accusing people on the right of being far right. Hello? You clearly don't know your history. Do you actually know the meaning of far right? That means Hitler. Do you know what Hitler done? He killed millions of Jews. He was a communist. He was not anything to do with the right in thinking, the right in wanting justice. But you, uneducated nincompoops, think you've got the right just to deflect, just to project, because that's everything you accuse the right of. you're that yourselves. And you can see it's the rage behind your eyes. It's disgusting. Education should be brought back in schools, really, and they're not going to do it. It's up to us to educate our children properly, and it's up to us to keep exposing the truth. But to jail that man on the right just because he wanted justice, just because he wanted children stopped from being raped by these illegals, shall we say, he gets jailed, yet the actual culprit on the left gets away with 6 months just because of his TV presenting or whatever in the past. You couldn't make it up. It's disgusting. Anyway, I've got to go. See you soon.